What's up, guys? Welcome to 3-Team Parlay Sports YouTube channel. My name is Tanner Kern, the betting guy here at 3-Team Parlay. Yesterday was not good. I'm not going to lie about that. We were 0-5, did not win a single bet. Nothing went our way. The Boston Celtics fell apart in the third quarter. And I'll say this, a lot of Heat bettors reached out to me and said, hey, you should have bet the Heat. Well, you know what, guys? Was it really that big of a win for the Heat? They beat a crippled Boston team. They had no Marcus Smart, no Al Horford. Their bench was terrible. Neesmith had to play off the bench. Peyton Pritchard had 10 extra minutes than he usually plays. Come on now. Come on. Was it really that big? I mean, Jason Tatum was nowhere to be found in the second half. Now, if that happens again, if Jason Tatum's nowhere to be found in the second half, they're probably going to lose this series. I'm not going to lie, but I still feel good about the Celtics. I think that's a win for the Celtics last night because they competed without a full roster. They competed with a very good team, and one player beat them, and that was Jimmy Butler, and he was sensational last night with 41 points. Anyways, guys, before we get into today's picks, we're going to be better today. Before we get into today's picks, though, make sure you check out 3-Team Parlay on TikTok. 3-Team Parlay everywhere on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, obviously. Check out our store. That's all linked in the description below. Bet the Days on Instagram and TikTok as well. And then we have merch, guys. So all that stuff is linked in the description below. Number one thing, though, you can do, subscribe. If you're watching this video, hammer that subscribe button, guys. So let's get into it. The big bet today, obviously, for a lot of people is Mavericks and Warriors. I have the Warriors at -5. A lot of people are high on the Mavericks. My theory is I'm going to start with the Mavericks. I'm going to start with the Warriors, I should say, early in the series, betting them, and I'll probably transition over the Mavericks. That's what I've done. This Mavericks team, as the series goes deeper and deeper, they seem to get stronger and stronger. I think it's going to take their bench a little bit of time to adjust to playing on the road tonight, just like we saw in the last series, obviously, against the Suns. But, Game 7 obviously went in favor of the Mavericks by a lot. Home court advantage does mean something. I think this Warriors team is just too strong, though, especially if Klay Thompson shows up tonight. I mean, you look at obviously Luka is probably the best player on the floor here, but then you look at everyone else. You look at the difference between everyone else, like the Warriors bench versus the Mavericks bench. You look at the Warriors, other 4 starters compared to the Mavericks, other 4 stars, putting Luka and Steph Curry on the same level, right? Everyone else, it all favors the Warriors. So I'm going to go with the Warriors at -5. Dallas's defense is very, very good. I think they have some trouble tonight, and then they figure it out down the stretch here. Then hockey, Rangers, Hurricanes, money line, 60-minute time. So we're going to take the odds from like -170 down to -110 here. I'm not sold on the Rangers. Igor has been very, very bad against the Hurricanes this year. He's 0-2 with a 3.63 goals allowed per game average there. Look for Sebastian Aho to be big for the Hurricanes. Bottom line is here, we saw it with Boston in the last series. When they went down, they couldn't answer the call, and that's why Carolina is such a tough place to play, because when the Hurricanes start getting going, it's really tough to put the brakes on if you are an opposing team. So I think the Hurricanes get the job done there and get the win. Ranta's been pretty good in the net throughout the postseason. And then you look at Igor. He was shaky last series against the Pens. Is Igor better than Ranta? Yes, 100%. But who's playing better right now? I would give that advantage to Ranta. Then we'll go Oilers versus Flames, money line, 60-minute time. Now, the Oilers don't have a goaltender who can compete with the Flames, right? I love Mike Smith. I think he's good in some games. He's terrible in other games. But the bottom line is he's no Jacob Markstrom for Calgary. Calgary has a better offense. They have a better defense, and a better defense by a lot. Calgary's given up just 2.51 goals per game. So if you think the Oilers can hang in there with their defense, it's going to be very, very difficult. The Oilers win games with Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl. Obviously, Draisaitl might not play tonight, but still, with Connor McDavid, they're scoring pucks. They're putting pucks on the net. Even if they put pucks on the net, it's still going to be tough to break Markstrom because he's that good. And you know what? The Flames have been very good at home. The Flames struggle against the Stars for one reason, right? The Stars are very good on defense. Very, very good. Very good. All right. So you know what, though? Oilers don't have that same tenacity on the defensive side of the ice. So I'm going to go with the Flames money line, nice 60-minute time there. Then we'll go White Sox Royals under 8.5 here. Now, this series will conclude today. It's been 4 games. This will be the 4th game. None of the first 3 games have gone over 8.5 runs. There's been 8, 3, and 3, I believe. Neither offense of the team OBP above 290. The Royals don't have Salvador Perez. That's a power bat there. You got to love that. He's out of the lineup. Lucas Giolito is going to pitch for the White Sox. He's been good this year, 2-1, 2.7 ERA. He's going against Zach Greinke. If you look at Zach Greinke's ERA, it's a 3.52. It's good for what he's doing at his age. I mean, this dude was throwing 95 miles an hour 20 years ago. He's throwing 82 now, whatever. Like he's still dealing, right? At 82, 83, 84 miles an hour. Greinke's only walked 3, and he's allowed 2 homers this season in 30-plus innings. So right there, that screams under to me. Then we'll go Padres, Phillies, under 8 here. Padres won the first game of the series 3-0. Blake Snell's making his first start of the year. Kind of concerning considering he was a 4.2 ERA guy last year. But at the same time, too, Bryce Harper's day-to-day, which helps. That's going to be easy. And you know what? I don't think Blake Snell faces much of this lineup today. I really don't. I think he's going to go through 1.5 to 2 times, and then they're going to bring the bullpen in. We look what the bullpen did yesterday. They absolutely shoved the Philadelphia Phillies. Now, it's playing with fire anytime you do an under, but I think the matchup supports it. When you look at the Phillies too, they're inconsistent at the plate. They haven't been good at home, and when they're not good at home, that takes runs away. It takes runs off the board, also favoring the under. And they got Zach Wheeler on the mound. Not that he's been great, but I will say this. The one thing about Zach Wheeler is he has Cy Young ability, so I'm going to ride with the under there. And then we'll go Mariners, Blue Jays, under 8. Mariners lost 3-0 to the Blue Jays yesterday. Once you get through Vladdy, this Blue Jays team, very, very underperforming right now. That's what I'll say. Both teams have scored 16 runs in their past 5 games. I was thinking about going Blue Jays team total because of the matchup with Marco Gonzalez on the mound. But when you look at Gonzalez, yes, he's going to give up runs, but the Blue Jays have only gone over 4.5 runs twice in their past 5 games. So there's no juggernaut offense here by any means with the Blue Jays right now currently. And even if the Blue Jays have a great day, I still like the under of 8 because Kevin Guzman's pitching for the Blue Jays. He's got a .98 whip. He's got an ERA, a 2.4 ERA. The dude's been absolute money this year, and the Mariners aren't that big of a hitting team. So with that being said, the Blue Jays can score 5-6 runs, and I still feel confident this game will stay under 8. So that's my take there. That's what we're riding with, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. It should be a great day for betting. Hopefully we can bounce back. A lot of people are asking what my favorite bets were today. I do feel good about the hockey bets. I think, anything can happen in baseball. Anything can happen in basketball. Same thing goes for hockey, obviously, but I think the Hurricanes are very good at home. I think the Flames are a better team than the Oilers when you look at their offense and their defensive numbers. So that's what we're going with today, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Check us out on TikTok. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Buy some merch, guys. We're working hard here. We do our Bet the Day show 7 days a week, 10 a.m. So buy some merch, guys. Check that out. And we will talk to you tomorrow for another episode of Best Bets.